30-second delay, so we got some time.
Right.
Actually, I think we have to wait until the...
Did it ask you twice?
Yeah. It says we've been streaming for 20 seconds, so we'll see how that goes.
But it didn't ask you twice.
Right.
You didn't have to do it twice to make it work.
Correct.
Some people may know what I'm talking about.
Indeed. I want to make sure that we're actually getting video before I address. According to this, we are getting video. So if you can see us out there, hello.
Hi.
And we are sorry to be preempting the Oscars.
Yeah, we're not worthy.
Sorry. Yep, we're definitely going.
Hey, look. Okay, there we are.
Cool.
So jumpy and staticky. It's awesome.
It's a little jumpy and staticky, yeah. But
that's because we're looping it on itself.
Right. No. All right.
It's not 1 a.m. I am not on my best game right now.
Let's go. I know. Let's go ahead and start the stream here. All right, number 44.
Episode 44.
That's a nice one. It's a palindrome.
It is.
It's a really small palindrome.
Oh, it's next one that I want.
4-5?
45.
I just
thought I forgot that.
I did. I'd hoped that the liquor had just kind of erased that right from your memory.
No, not at all.
So let's go ahead and give a shout out. Again, we are doing Two Bards Live, our live streaming of the recording of the podcast. If you haven't tuned in, keep your eye out for it. We're going to actually try to probably, maybe, somehow, in theory,
yes,
and that theory is actually more of a hypothesis, pull these into a more scheduled time once Scott is done with
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Which we should be starting around this time-ish.
Right.
8:30 or 9 o'clock from now on Sundays because we have matinees. Start at 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-hour show and worth every penny. So that means I'll be home in plenty of time to do that.
Oh, it's free.
No.
I thought you said it was worth every penny.
It is.
Good.
It's
all right.
It's going to be an awesome show.
It's worth it if for nothing else. Scott in a porn stash.
Well, yeah.
For nothing else.
Once again.
For a few other things.
Yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, we are streaming live. We got a bunch of people on. We should give a quick shout out.
How many people do we have on? How many
8.
are watching?
8 are watching. That includes me, so 7.
Oh.
So you guys need to share this.
Yeah, we need double digits.
We need some digits. You're running really low there, buddy.
I don't know why. I haven't. Look, I'm right.
Oh, wow.
You know why?
Why?
Because I've been talking for about, 24 hours in the last 72. I'm all thrashed.
All right. So Douglas Michael's on. Sarah Brickey.
Douglas. Yay, Sarah!
Yay, we're glad to have you on.
Thank you for my wonderful portrait, by the way. That was an awesome picture.
Yeti Sarge, and by the way, Yeti Sarge, seriously, Twitch Plays Pokemon is over. It's done. Let it go. No more Helix, please. You don't know what that means, do you?
No.
All right. Do you know what Twitch is?
No.
Oh, it's a video game streaming service.
Oh, cool.
And someone rigged up this neat little program that would take the comments on a video and translate them into input for an emulated Game Boy Pokemon game. So if you entered U, your character would go up. If you entered D, it would go down. All that jazz, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So when it was a small number of people playing at the beginning, they breezed through like four medals. Like they just or badges. Sorry, they breezed through 4 badges. There's like 8 in the game, I think.
Oh, okay.
But
I barely know what it is.
Then a lot of people got on. Then the griefing started, so they started doing things like trying to release all the Pokemon, and they kept taking this thing called a Helix out of the inventory and like genuflecting toward it as if it were a god.
Oh.
So all hail Helix is from that. So we got Laura Adams, Paula Moran.
Hey, Paula.
Hey, Paula.
How you doing?
And
yeah, that's not even close to your accent. I'm assuming you have one.
And that's all I'm seeing in the comments currently. I can't see just who's watching. I have to look at the...
Well, thank you for the comments. That's good. We're on a good first. I'm gonna turn up my pot.
Turn up your pot. Turn up your pot.
Right? Did I use the right term?
Your potentiometer. Yes, you did.
Huzzah!
So while Scott is tweaking his pot...
Figuring out my pot. There we go.
Yeah, that's much better.
By the way, I saw this awesome Kickstarter out of Issaquah.
Did you?
It is a giant overstuffed pillowcase of a giant zippy bag of pot.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's like yay square of a Ziploc baggie.
So yay is about a foot and a half by a foot and a half, probably, maybe
or
2 feet,
2 by 2.
And
For
those of you listening with your ears instead of
it
your
has a
eyes.
secret stash
For actual
pocket inside the pillowcase.
That reminds me of the...
Oh yeah, my pot's much better.
Much better, yeah. Reminds me of the Harold and Kumar giant pot baggy love scene. One of my favorite parts from that movie.
That was number 2, right? Or was that
No, that was one. That was the first one. Number 2 was the one with George Bush.
Oh, right.
It was weird. And then number 3 was actually completely awesome if you watched it in 3D. It's my favorite 3D movie of all time because the 3D is a gigantic joke. And they play it so well.
Nice.
It is a great joke.
I just like the NPH.
Yeah, of course you do.
That's what relaunched it, wasn't it? Kind of, sort of? Wasn't that before How I Met Your Mother?
No, I think... Well, maybe. I'd have to look. Actually, I don't know that one off the top of my head. Yeah.
Someone who has a computer at their fingertips and writing in should look that up.
So Sarah is apparently going to be pencil drawing my lusty Leia portrait next. If you remember, I posted a photo of myself with they were fabulous Leia buns.
Oh, they were.
And a blaster, and I was very happy with that. That is, I would use that as a headshot if I could. So, thank you very much.
I would use it as a headshot too, only with a high caliber rifle.
So we have stuff to talk about, right? Don't we?
We have issues.
You went too high on you're too high on pot, buddy. Look, you already.
It's only
peaked.
when I'm like.
Oh, that's what you get. See, we're adjusting this live for you so that your ears don't blow out.
Well, when I put it through the compressor, it might crackle.
It'll crackle a little bit. That's a cackle. Yeah. Good one.
Kirby.
Yeah. So, like I said, we are interrupting the Oscars. I apologize. We will talk about the Oscars next week when we have the full list of winners. I don't want to do a live thing with that right now because I want to actually kind of enjoy them.
Yes.
And enjoy learning the winners and not have to come up with something to say about them.
Yeah.
For now. Make me feel good. That's all I got.
Maybe Harold and Kumar would get Lifetime Achievement Award this year.
No. I'm at the very least. I'm kind of happy that Woody Allen is off the Lifetime. Or did he get one? No, that was the Golden Globes, right?
I can't remember, but people should really do a little more research into that.
Well, the problem is he needs to be fully cleared. Like it works both ways.
Yes.
Don't give him the award, but don't condemn him until he's had
right.
A lot of, but still, it's a really, really shitty. And he did marry his daughter.
No, he didn't. That is not his biological daughter, nor is it his adopted daughter. It was Mia Farrow's adopted daughter from another husband.
He was in the process of adopting her.
It doesn't matter. She is not legally his daughter.
I don't know.
Anybody and that's a lot of hearsay. I did a lot of research on this particular one.
All right.
Very in-depth, 20-page news article.
Well, a 20-page news article isn't research. You got to do a couple of them. So, different sources.
My dangling.
Yeah, all right.
Well, yeah, I agree.
But agree, we are not the court system. We are not forensic scientists. We are not any of that. As far as the moral implications of marrying someone over whom you did have a sort of parental, position, that's not illegal, but that's a moral question you have to be personally okay with.
That's a moral question. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, fucking Elvis married his cousin, his real cousin.
What about Great Balls of Fire?
That was his cousin too, right?
Yes, Jerry Lee
Jerry
Lewis.
Lee Lewis. Yeah, well, if you got balls of fire, I guess keep him in the family.
Yeah, I mean...
No, I'm not cool with that
people.
either, though, by the way.
I mean, look at Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, I should be in jail.
Well, I can't
That's
look at
all
her anymore. She's
dead.
yeah.
She's deceased.
Yes. By the way, yeah, the one thing I will say about the Oscars this year, the in memoriam section, really gonna suck.
This is a we lost so many people, and not just Philip Seymour Hoffman. I mean, it has been a shit. Well, he was this year.
Harold Ramis.
Well, I don't think they do. He's going to be next year, right? Or do they do it right after the Oscars?
It depends upon where the cutoff is, but yeah, I mean, he would be close.
Abe Vigoda is still alive.
Yeah. And somehow, if nobody knows him, watch Barney Miller.
Ish.
So
Sarah answered this for us. You are correct. Harold and Kumar came out a year before the first How I Met Your Mother.
Thank you, Sarah. Just keep.
Some would argue, however. Wait, hold on. I got to get a neckbeard voice going. Actually, the thing that really rebooted his career was Starship Trooper. Not really, though.
No.
But kinda, but not really.
Yeah. So, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It did bring him back into the... He probably... Actually, I think he was the best part of that, other than the special effects of the bugs.
If you watch it as a social commentary, it's fucking genius.
Oh, okay.
It is absolute genius.
Isn't it supposed to be about, like, the...
Mormon... It's something about the... Mormons dressed as Native Americans being attacked by the government, something like that. I don't know. It was weird.
Government agents dressed as Indians attacking the Mormons.
That's it. There you go. Woo! Political.
Wow, I almost made a really bad statement that you would have punched me.
I probably would have punched you for it. This is a big week in politics, too. I don't really want to get into too much, aside from saying Ukraine...
Russia.
Oh, shit. Like, that coupled with the Chinese-Japanese tension, we are in a very, 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 very similar place worldwide to 1937, 1938, really.
Mm-hmm. We all know what happened then. The stock market crashed.
Yeah. Good music, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. Speaking of, good segue. Didn't even plan on it. If you haven't checked them out, on YouTube, check out Postmodern Jukebox. And I'll tell you why.
Okay,
They're
please.
awesome. That's it.
Would you like to expand?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a group of extremely talented musicians who do reimaginings or reimagings or reboots, I guess, of pop songs, 80s, tripe, stuff like that, as sort of either like 30s or 50s. Like they do it in a much older sort of genre.
Okay.
It is great. Like they just did a Wham cover. They did the one with all the sax. The do 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 do.
Yeah.
Something Whispers. I forget. They did
Silent Whispers.
No, it's like I don't know. It's something with a C.
Now this song is stuck in my head. Thanks.
I know.
I hope it's stuck in everybody else's ears too, because I just
guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. Yeah. Anyway, so they do this like jazzy 30s cover of that, and they've got a Grammy Award-winning saxophonist popping up in the background. They call him Pop-Up Kaz, I think, because he just appears all over the place. These are the same people who did the Puddles Pity Party. That's the name of the singer. The singer Puddles the Clown. He did a cover of Lord's Royals.
Royals, yeah.
Yeah, just a 7-foot tall dude with this like velvety voice. Really cool cover they've done.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Oh.
That guy was just freaked out by it, but
is
just Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper.
Is their video better than the karaoke videos that normally go along with that, which are like softcore porn meets daytime soap opera meets I'm walking on a sunset beach for 3.5 fucking minutes.
Are they better? Because those are better for a different. Or those are good for a different reason.
Oh, they're
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, these are just the singer standing, and they like everybody. Oh man!
Okay,
when
so
you
better.
watch good musicians play, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's just beautiful. There's also a cover. One of my favorites is they have this just smoky voiced elderly. Like she's probably 70s maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just black jazz vocalist do a cover of "Sweet Child of Mine." Dude,
That
it
would be
is
great.
oh, it's wonderful. So yeah, check them out. Postmodern Jukebox, and
Okay.
subscribe because you're gonna want to see everything they do. I guess. Maybe more.
Yeah, sure.
Also, since we're
Go no. You were transitioning into something else.
I was gonna say if we're doing plugs, we also should plug ThunderfrogStudios.com.
You're watching this at home. We're advertising, plugging, not
Yeah, this is we're plugging.
we're plugging.
We're plugging.
Okay, you do your
So
Thunderfrog.
Thunderfrog Studios, Woody Arnold, friend of many of our shows,
Yes.
has created a charitable anthology of Thunderfrog comics that he is releasing. The proceeds will go to Children's Hospital.
Sweet.
So if you go to thunderfrogstudios.com, you can order that there. It's got Journey Quest comics. It's got Glitch is a comic in there, plus a bunch of
Sweet.
others. Just really cool. I think it's like 135 pages or something like that.
Wow.
Big
For
comics
how much?
anthology. Yeah, well, it's donation.
Okay.
I'll double check. I want to say $30.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. So go check it
And-
out.
And 3 of you watching right now may know him as the artist of Sim Buxtehude,
The artist of Sim Buxtehude
the stellar stained glass
Mhm.
window.
saved our ass.
Yeah.
Because the previous drawing, well, you know what? It was a good drawing, but it didn't convey what it needed to convey.
Correct. It was not a stained glass. I mean, it
Right.
was a good drawing, but it would never have made a stained glass.
Right,
window.
right. It was too detailed. It didn't have the
Yeah.
right stuff. So yeah, that was great.
So then, should I plug Lee Garvin
Yeah, do it.
and the Flying Vagabond?
Well, if you want to plug Lee Garvin, that's between you and Lee.
Okay. Well,
Oh boy.
he's back among the up and mobile. He was down for a while, but anyway, Lee Garvin, is the imagination mind behind Tales from the Floating Vagabond, which is a science fiction role-playing game that has the tagline, "Ludicrous adventure in a universe whose natural laws are out to lunch." It's hilarious. It's been around since '91. He had a Kickstarter, I think, last year that allowed him to relaunch it with some new stuff. He's given me another. I have it's a zombie card game that's really cool.
It's not zombie, is it? Or zombie
No,
Fox?
it's
Oh,
I had it somewhere in
you
this mess
failed
file.
everyone.
I did, but he has a new Kickstarter,
Okay.
and it's awesome. For $1, you get to help everyone achieve satisfaction, which there are no pledges for at this time. But all the add-ons that happen, you would get for your $1,
Wow.
betting on that there will be add-ons. But for $15,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the only 2 options that you have,
That's
that's
brilliant.
I know, you can be the proud owner of, I kid you not, a pirate ninja monkey plushie
Wow.
with flintlock revolver and saber cutlass that could be attached on hip or on hand.
Nice.
So if you go to Kickstarter and you type in pirate or ninja or monkey, it comes up. But if you can remember pirate ninja monkey, it will be the first one.
I'm just happy Ludacris is getting work.
Yes.
Do you have any other plugs? Or we've already got Cat. Okay, go.
Oh no, I was just saying, I do. They're just not here.
I wish
I'm
you,
punchy.
I wish you'd quit buying them at a pet store. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, those Kongs are great.
Is that peanut butter? Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
What we get, cat? What?
Other than Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Oh yeah, which opens on Thursday if you happen to be in the Tacoma, Seattle, Olympia area.
Yeah.
March 12th,
Mhm.
next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes. Next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, March the 12th, is Pay What You Can Night.
Woo!
It's a Wednesday. It's a 3-hour show. It's awesome. It's Tennessee Williams. There's hardly any redeeming qualities in any of these characters, and yet you will be sympathetic with every single one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really amazing. We had our first tech dress last night, and everyone that was there was blown away.
Excellent.
It was the first time we've been in full costume with full light and the full set and the whole 9 yards. And
right.
Everybody just, their game went up 300%. It was amazing.
Well, let's grab some questions.
Yeah, there's no more coming in.
There's nothing coming in right now. If you guys want to ask anything,
where's
on the live
Tiffany
feed,
and Brian?
They're probably watching the Oscars, like normal people.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm glad
We're the
you
crazy
people
ones.
aren't normal.
I'm
Just saying.
holding out hope. I'm.
Hey, we have 2 listener questions that we can do right away.
All right, let's do listener questions.
Okay. Laura Adams wrote in to Facebook.
Thanks, Laura.
Earlier this week. I know you guys. That's what I didn't research. Damn it. I wanted to have an answer for this. I know you guys like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Of course.
Which we do.
Hey, premiering. I know. Fox.
At the same time as the Oscars?
Probably.
Or is it after the Oscars?
I don't remember. I don't have TV.
Because I don't either.
I'm not a pretentious dick. It's not like I don't have TV because TV is so popular. It's because I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I have the internet.
Yeah.
So I will catch it.
That's true. And for those of you, if you can still see my hand here, and I'm sorry I keep fidgeting with my waistband. What do you think of
Michio Kaku.
Michio Kaku? I don't know. It sounds like... we're just going to leave it there.
No, we're not. But go on.
Would you consider having him on your show? Sure. We'll have anyone on our show. We're not that particular. It would be cool to have both on at the same time. Or maybe not, because the awesomeness would cause the universe to implode. Lol.
So, Michio Kaku is a futurist. He's pretty famous for... He's like kind of along the Kurzweil sort of futurist bent, talking about the singularity and how we get there and how we make the advances to get to the point where we will live to see the advances that we're going to make. So
my head hurts already.
He's on Big Think all the time. I want to say he is... I don't know his university, but I think he's like one of those like university... he does speaking. I've actually met him. I met him at Microsoft. He came for a book signing. So
Cool.
I have a picture with Michio Kaku, which is pretty awesome. I would love to have Michio Kaku on the show. I would not love to have them both at the same time because I would want to talk to them individually.
Oh, yes.
Now, like, if we had a 4-hour long podcast where they were both on, sure. And, or a panel podcast, that would be great. But really, I wouldn't, Plus, you're right, the waveform might collapse and the entire universe might cease to be.
And that wouldn't be good.
No, don't cross the streams.
We would be responsible for that.
Yeah.
And that would not be...
Total protonic reversal.
Yes. Ooh, that was low. Yes.
Good.
Paula Moran writes, if she's still watching, what are the most creative ways you've had to use your acting skills that was not as an acting part?
It's just lying. I mean, let's be honest. That's whenever you're using your acting skills, you're lying.
Yes.
I've had a lot of relationships. No, that's not it. I have acted my way.
Don't get me in trouble.
I have acted my way out of numerous work commitments. So I've done that.
Yeah.
I've been able to do that. And I'm not a very good actor, but I'm a terribly good liar. Or am I?
Or is he?
And then I have... Okay, I'm just going to tell you this story. Wait, what's the statute?
That will make for a good podcast.
What's the statute of... Misdemeanors have like a 1-year statute of limitations, right?
Maybe.
Okay. So when I was living in Spokane, a friend of mine and I were driving around. He was shooting a pellet gun out the window, shattering car windows because it was negative 30 degrees.
Wow.
So they made a great sound, too. It was like... Like, it was great.
Imagine.
And I didn't want to do it, but I also had that personality where I did want to do it. I just needed someone to enable me to do it. So I was driving, and he was shooting, and we got pulled over. And I lied my way. So she's like, "You guys haven't seen anybody shooting windows?" I'm like, "Oh, no. I'm sorry about the taillight." And I just went through this whole thing, like, "Oh, it's just school's starting up, and I don't have any money, and so I haven't gotten it fixed yet." And really focused on the taillight that was out, which is why we originally got pulled over.
Right.
Like, focus on that taillight and feel bad for it. Divert any possible guilt about something else. Totally worked. I was out of it. Like she was like, "Okay, well, have a good night, guys."
Okay, in that same vein then,
Yeah.
because the best acting skills get you out of handcuffs.
It's really true. Yes.
Was in college. We and I just recently told someone else this story. We had I went to college on a dry campus, actually in a dry city. The campus was on Mormon land, and it was stipulated into the bylaws that should the town ever become a wet town, the land deed would revert back, and the college would be no more. So we could never register all the college students to vote and change the ordinance. So we had this huge apartment party right around Halloween. I had consumed, and I know because I had a red Solo cup and then 3 large McDonald's cups of Everclear jungle juice.
Wow.
In a bathtub with watermelons and the whole 9 yards. I mean, we'd spent a week on this thing. All of the cops from Monmouth and Independence, which would have been 16 cars with 2 police in each, descended on the apartment complex.
Wow.
And someone came to our door, which had a big chunk removed from it. And the officer put his head through the chunk and asked me to come. Now, there were 13 other people in the apartment.
And he asked you?
No, because only myself and the girl on the couch were there. Everyone else was under the bed, in the shower stall, in cupboards, or closets. I went up and talked to the officer, being 3 or 4 months shy of my 21st birthday.
Right.
Leaning in the door frame going, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then, just as I shifted focus. So he says, "Oh, who's that?" And I'm like, that is my friend Amy Fehrenbacher. Please don't ask me to spell her last name. Because I'd had to spell out my name. And he was like, no, I wouldn't do that. Got a female officer of her. Brought her up. She got a minor in possession by consumption. They closed the door. They left. Everyone came out of the apartment high-fiving me. Yeah, you saved us! Amy was pissed.
Of course.
Fast forward to the court date that everyone that night got.
Yeah.
They filled the courthouse to the point where the judge looked out and said, "How many of you are from Western Oregon State?" Like 90%.
Wow.
And he was like, "Minor in possession by consumption, 90%. You're all dismissed. Go."
Wow.
Sent everybody home. Nobody had it on their record.
Well, because if they did, it would cause the college to shut down.
No.
Or no, okay, it wouldn't. Okay, I was worried that would... I don't know the stipulation.
No, it would. A lot of us were elementary ed majors at the time, and it would have gotten everybody.
Yeah.
You would not get your certificate for.
Yeah, that was the axe sign for those of you listening. He was making.
Or contributing, which I almost got.
We actually they're asking questions on the feed now.
Hey!
So Douglas Michael asks, given the opportunity, what role in a musical would you most want to perform, and why that role or musical?
None, because I don't do musicals.
I shouldn't do musicals, but oh my, would I love to do a musical.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch?
Maybe. There's not really much in there for a guy like me.
No, I want you to play Hedwig.
You want me to play Hedwig? It's gonna be more than an inch of taping, I'm telling you. It's gonna suck. No, musicals I'd like to play. Let's see. Well, they don't really do a stage version of Moulin Rouge.
Ice-capade version.
They do.
They say.
Oh, Frozen is actually coming to Broadway. They're going to make a Frozen Broadway musical.
Really?
Dude, when you went and saw it, if you didn't know that, like, while watching it, there's a problem. Because, first of all, everybody in it, except for Kristen Bell, Broadway musical pedigree.
People, yeah.
Yeah. It just felt like an actual stage musical. Watching it. Most Disney movies, even Disney musicals, don't feel like stage musicals.
Yeah, that's true.
This one totally did.
Yeah.
And I can
went
see it in my head. It's very wicked. It's
set.
very wicked
Yeah.
feeling. So, well, and Idina Menzel was in it. So,
well,
Wicked.
never seen
Actually, Wicked would be the one I would probably want to do.
If I could sing, I'll take that back. If I could sing, I think I would like to play the wolf.
In Peter and the Wolf?
No.
Oh.
In Into the Woods.
Okay.
Only because he has an anatomically correct costume.
Oh boy.
Which was hilarious.
Yeah,
because I don't think the kids would notice it because it all kind of blended in. But I remember watching that on PBS going, is that a cock and balls on the wolf? And I was like, that's pretty awesome. And he's one of the two princes also. And
right.
The whole agony song is amazing.
Nice.
Or Javert Valjean in Les Mis. I think either of those two would be fucking amazing, but I don't sing.
Elder Grant in Mormon would be great as well.
Not seen that either.
Oh, okay.
Not seen or heard the soundtrack to Mormon.
Oh, I will get you the soundtrack to Mormon. You're going to listen to it.
Okay. Not seen or heard the soundtrack to Wicked.
Evil eye.
I would also play Monster. What's his name? The internet is for porn. From Avenue Q.
Yeah,
Telly Monster.
Yeah.
Or something.
Something like that. No, it's not Telly. Telly's the monster from Sesame Street.
Isn't Telly also Monster? Is it Sully. I
don't know why this is falling out of my head right now, too, because I love Avenue Q.
I know, and I'm seeing it. But it's something...
The internet is really, really great.
For porn.
Or I guess that part was sung by a female character.
Yeah.
So, Kate Monster.
Right.
Yeah, I would do Avenue Q as well.
Yeah.
Except for you also have to know how to puppet.
Some.
Puppeteering. Usually the singers are...
Coleman.
You're not playing
Dabney Coleman. Working 9 to 5. Another musical.
Those girls should have just killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the musical I do.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
we do have confirmation,
totally
by the way, from Rachel and Todd that Brian and Pike are over there, probably for the Oscars, and they are now watching us.
Oh. Rochelle and Todd Downey are watching? Wow. How were the Oscars? I hope they were good. Thanks for inviting me. Actually, I think I got an invite, but he knows that I'm doing rehearsals.
The only reason I want to watch him is for the really, really uncomfortable acceptance speech that always happens once at Oscars.
Really?
Yeah. Anytime.
You mean like one of the tech people that doesn't actually know how to speak?
No, I mean one of the people who's either got a political cause.
Oh, okay.
Or
yeah.
So Sarah is asking, I'll have a podcast question in a minute. That's not the podcast question she's asking.
Oh, okay.
But would we smuggle her into Emerald City Comic Con? I'm not going.
I don't think I'm going either, but
I don't think
sure
either of us are going. We would, but that may be better posted to the Espionage Cosmetics Twitter. They might be able to smuggle you in.
Yes.
They won't, but they might. But they won't.
They have too many smuggling going on.
Laura asks, here's an acting question. I have always
was that the podcast? That wasn't the podcast question. That was a different question.
Different question.
So we have another follow-up question from Sarah sometime soon.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of... It's moving now.
Oh, excellent.
I've always been fascinated by sex scenes. Have you ever done one? If so, is it embarrassing? The most I've ever done is a kissing scene.
Start that over again.
Have you ever done a sex scene?
No, I know that. Who's it from?
Laura Adams.
I've not done a sex scene. I have been naked on film.
Yeah.
For the to-be-determined name, I think that's what they've called it, TBD, for the 100-Hour Film Fest while I was on the toilet.
Yes, TBD, I believe, was the name of the film.
I can't
awesome,
find,
by the way.
I cannot find the link to it, but I was 100% naked, and at one point... Well, I think we talked about it on my reel.
I thought you were just pants down. You had a shirt on.
What? Okay. I was naked from the waist down, sitting on the toilet. And at one point, I was considering putting it in my reel, and someone had made the comment,
"Don't." It was me.
Yeah. But yes, and it's been
things
on the big screen at Balagan.
Yeah.
I mean, the really, and I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Oh no, dude, it got a great reaction, especially when you started singing.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's the only
I've never had. Okay, so I haven't had a sex scene, but I was considering doing an adult film just a few months ago.
For Homefest?
No, this was a paid in LA adult film looking for big guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through all of the tryout stuff, and they're like, yes, we would like to bring you down. And I started thinking about it, and then I went and read my contract with Amazon. And, it turns out, did you know that there is a morality clause in most employment contracts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh.
So it probably wouldn't be enforced, but potentially...
You're no Vanessa Williams, I'm sorry.
No, Vanessa Williams. But potentially I could be let go for doing anything they deemed would bring... or would besmirch the Amazon name, though you can order a dildo next day air from them.
Yeah.
I want to bring that up. You can order a giant 3-pound steel dong that will come to your door from Amazon, but I might get fired.
Not come to your door, but it will arrive.
And then...
okay.
But that was the closest I got, and I almost did it. It was filming. It filmed last weekend. So very close.
But how come I'm just finding out about this now? Where's my audition opportunity?
I could send you the requirement list. I don't know. The requirement list is kind of stringent on a few things. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
All right.
For those of you who are listening at home, I keep forgetting that we're doing that.
Yeah.
I was making a face at the camera.
He was. A very inviting one. So, oh man, they're going quick. They're going too quick.
Okay.
Okay. So, 16, so we got time. So, Trampus Johnson says,
Trampus.
oh, hey, he would be Yitzhak to Andy's Hedwig. Aw, thanks, Trampus.
Excellent. Well played, sir.
Yitzhak gets kind of screwed over, though.
Can't remember which one's Yitzhak.
In Hedwig, it's the one that she kind of like ends up with him and all that jazz. He's the husband.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, live action in the woods. Yeti Sarge says that would be Trekkie, and I will correct him too. That would be Trekker.
No.
I know, it's fine either way.
Trekkie monster.
Oh, Trekkie that's right, derp. I forgot about what we were saying in the words.
Musical theater geek, not science
fiction. So seriously,
geek.
they were wrong. It should be Trekker monster.
It should be, yeah.
No, it shouldn't. Trekkie sounds better.
Yeah.
I'm like not an angry...
It is purple.
I'm not an angry Trekkie. Depends on
your
production.
If it was red, yellow, or blue...
Depends on your production. The Vegas production, he's orange.
Also an acceptable color.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, Sarah's asking...
read that small?
Yeah.
You have young eyes.
No, I just don't have to strain at something tiny all the time. So Sarah's saying that some of the other Gamers Cast answered this on Super Geeked Up, but she wants our views. What board game, video game would you like to see made into a movie? Well, what board games and video games do we hate enough to see that happen to? Monopoly already happened. That was Wall Street. Same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. Candyland.
Well, it was kind of Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Shoots and Ladders.
I'm King Candy! Shoots and Ladders.
And you know who that was?
Alan Tudyk.
Amazing.
He was also in Frozen.
Yeah, he was. He was
the Duke of Weaselton. Weaselton.
Weaseltown. Weaselton.
Little hair thing plan. What game? Wow.
Oh, you know
Man,
what?
I wish they'd make something out of that Battlestar Galactica board game. Oh, wait.
D-
Don't do that? Okay, I won't.
We don't have time to get into the whole BSG thing.
Right.
Dig Dug.
Shit, yes.
Wouldn't that be an awesome movie?
Dude, and if you think about it, okay, imagine it. It's like, so you could do it with the whole like toxic waste or something, and these monsters start rising, and instead of a pump, it'd be like an injection or something. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's do Dig Dug.
and you'd be like an archaeologist, and you'd be digging, and then you'd have this fire-breathing dinosaur. Wait, Godzilla.
Yeah.
Coming out of the ground, or then the little orange space mutations.
Did your Gojira
That
take?
would be awesome.
Your Gojira take didn't make it into the
No.
extended version. Okay, well, hopefully on the extended bits, the outtakes. That was my favorite take you did in Gamers 3. Have you ever heard of Gojira? It was fucking amazing. And then he just
throwing the chairs, and that kid had no idea what was coming at him. It was. I liked.
So I think we're both going to agree on Dig Dug. I think that's great. And Namco does horrible adaptations. Shit. Elder Scrolls, too. I would be interested in seeing an Elder Scrolls. But you're practically seeing an Elder Scrolls movie when you're playing the game.
Yeah.
That's the problem with modern games. It already kind of is a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So Brian Lewis asks, Scott, you were in Funny Thing Happened on the way to the forum. Oh, he didn't ask. He just says.
Yes, I was also in Stardust at Harlequin. I was also in, 3 Christmases ago, I was in the last Stardust at Harlequin with Christian, in which I had to sing and he almost didn't because he was playing Charlie Chaplin, and only sang at the end, only had lines at the end. Easiest fucking gig in the world. He just stood there and did nothing but act awesome.
Well, so you're saying mimes are just worthless? Well,
No,
because they are.
but when everyone else has to memorize songs, dance steps, and
okay, all right.
you get to just Chaplin across the stage and get... Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. Also, Oliver, I was Bill Sykes in college, my second show ever.
Wow.
But no one's going to hire me to be in a musical. Funny thing on the way to the forum was, fun in Enumclaw.
Nice.
Without horses.
I was going to say, that's... Fun in Enumclaw is a dangerous phrase.
I always have to throw that caveat in without horses.
Trampus Johnson suggests Joust, and I could be... is the world ready for an ostrich riding game of certain death? Yes. Yes, they are. The world is ready.
Yeah, but what do you do with the story?
Who cares?
I mean, you could have... I mean, if you did like a Wreck-It Ralph, where you have multiple games in the universe...
No. Here's
but
my
if
thought.
it's just...
So it's over like a pit of hot lava, right?
Right.
Okay, so this is like some kind of post-apocalyptic setting. It's like Mad Max, except with ostriches and pointy sticks.
The last thing living for large beasts
Yes.
is the ostrich.
That's why not. They're the cockroaches of the avian world.
Oh, okay.
That's not
true.
true.
No.
Yeah.
But if it were, I would totally... And I'm not poo-pooing it, Trampus. I think Joust is an excellent idea. I just don't...
And Rochelle suggests Cards Against Humanity because we already have that.
It's every sophomoric humored movie ever.
Oh, man. Yeah, movie 43 counts.
Oh, my goodness.
You know? And then all those Gore Fest movies, too. Like...
Blood Rain 2.
No, those were just Gory Frost. Postal, though. Postal works. That totally counts. That's a Cards Against Humanity movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how the script was written. Ad-lib. Or Mad-lib.
Mad-lib.
Uwe Boll. I'll box you. Come on. Let's do this. Fuck it. I know you're actually like kind of going, I'll do it. I don't care.
Okay.
I actually like Postal, though.
I'm not sure it's not Postal.
Had Zach Ward in it. And Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
You got to see his wiener.
I like Bird Ward.
Yeah, Burt Ward, not... You got to see his wiener kind of, too. But that was just because that Robin outfit was really small.
Oh, no, not Burt Ward. I was thinking, who's the other Ward that was in...
Montgomery?
No, not Tremor. Yeah, Tremors with Kevin Bacon. He's very rustic and rough looking. Anyway.
The guy who played the dad on
No.
Family Ties?
No.
Oh, okay. He was in Tremors. Steven Gould something? Or was his name Steven on Family Ties? Was it William Gould? William Gould? I forget.
Could be.
Either way, he raised
I was
Alex
thinking
P.
Alan Thicke, but no.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Alan Thicke.
No.
Or Robin Thicke.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to twerk for you, so just don't ask the question.
We are asked, are either of us going to be involved with Knights of the Dinner Table live action? Nope.
Nope. Next question.
What other questions do we have? We actually have
we do.
So Paula, I think, is our next one, right?
No, I did that one. Creative
Oh, yeah,
ways to use
you're
acting
right.
skills. Justin Everett writes in with a very good question for us.
That's
so
where I
I'm gonna
lived.
Let you.
That's where I lived when I came.
I'm
Just never.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like most places in Washington.
Nope.
Everett.
Nope. That was a joke anyway.
AFK is okay.
AFK is A-okay.
But
Everett.
So, some college classmates and I are looking into producing some videos to maybe sell later on. Aren't we all? And I thought of a few questions from it. First, are there any specific pieces of hardware and or software you could recommend for first-time filmers? And secondly, are there any government or state incentives or benefits you would recommend looking into? I'll take part 2, you take part 1.
Okay. Part 1, get a DSLR. Get a cheap DSLR. Go and get a T3i, T4i, cheap and best.
T2i even.
Yeah, seriously, because they will film in 1080p. It is not the best quality. It's not the best thing in the world. You can't get all of the color space out of it. You can get out of a more expensive camera, but it's cheap. It will get you in the door, and it looks good, especially on YouTube. And and even on Blu-ray, it looks okay. It looks decent enough, and if you do post correctly, you can make it look very good.
Yeah, Paths in the Forest was
Yeah.
T2i.
Get a part of Artifact was on T2i, and that looked gorgeous.
Right.
So
yeah,
get if you have a friend who's into sound, just get your friend. But if you have to do sound yourself, and this is a big thing, if you have to do sound yourself, don't do sound yourself unless you are amazing at it, or like that's all you do, or you absolutely positively have no other choice. So if you have to do sound yourself, get a Zoom H4n, or I haven't had much experience with the other
box thing. That
no. There's another little personal one, and it's slipping my mind for some reason. Tele something. I want to say Telric, but that's a set of Java controls or JavaScript controls. Tascam. Get a Tascam.
Yes.
Or get a Zoom. The Zoom is going to be more flexible. The Tascam is cheaper for the same sound quality. So pick one of those up. Spend some money. Get an actual boom mic. Get an actual boom pole. Otherwise, holding a piece of PVC over your head hurts.
Yeah.
So just get an actual boom pole. They're not that expensive compared to. I mean, you're talking about all of the audio equipment that I'm talking about costing about as much as the camera. So those would be my suggestions on gear. Edit on a PC, because there's really not gonna unless you're using Final Cut Pro 7, because you have to. There's no compelling reason to edit on a Mac unless you absolutely have to deliver Mac footage. So edit on a PC. They're super cheap. There's a free Lightworks nonlinear video editor that was used for all sorts of Hollywood movies, and it works really well. For color grading, pick up the free copy of DaVinci Resolve. It'll do color grading on anything up to 1080p for free. So those are the gadgets. Those are the.
And if you have 15 grand, get the Avid system.
If you have 15 grand, get the Avid system. But if you don't, pick up Lightworks for free. Unless your school gives you Adobe or whatever. If you're using Adobe, don't use it on Mac. Find any other editing software on Mac. Adobe is great on PC. It is a pile of ass on Mac, except for After Effects. It still sucks, but it's kind of the only game in town.
Yeah, and for the money, I think getting the Creative Suite is probably the best way to go.
It is, and as a student,
because you get everything.
And as a student, I'm pretty sure you can get it for like $20 a month.
Yeah.
That was weird.
How did we know that? Neither of us are students.
Aaron's
I'm a student in life.
Okay. That's how I know. Is Aaron's a student.
Okay. For the government state incentives or benefits, yes, look into them. I don't know where you're located. If you're in Washington, Washington Filmworks and your city are the two places to go to find that information. If you're in Oregon, New Orleans, almost everyone has film incentives. The other thing is, if you're a filmmaker, be proactive and get involved in the community. For example, our shitball of a mayor in Seattle canned the head for the last 9 years of the film.
He also canned any chance of us getting fiber because he was.
Oh yeah, that
he was
too.
paid for by Comcast.
Douchebag cocksucker. Anyway, fired a guy that's worked 9 years to build up Washington's film and music industry, and just did not even talk to the community or anything.
Nope.
We did not have a film incentive program 2 years ago, and we lobbied. I'm not very political, but that was one thing that I got on the message boards. Lobbied my congressmen, legislators, everybody. Be proactive about those things so that you have them, but find Facebook groups, find web series meetup, find all those local groups. Do that, find out what the ins and the outs are, and
Trampus is killing it, by the way. He is.
I'm sure he is. Trampus is a killer.
He's Seth Davising us right now. Fred Ward is who he thinks you're talking about.
Yes.
Yep. Michael Gross is who I was thinking of.
Yes.
So, and he was in Tremors.
Yeah.
And then he came up with Tazcam, but I got that one before.
Yes.
We're on a 30-second delay, so I got it before you, buddy. Now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So Sarah also asks, do you guys have a guilty pleasure song, not counting Careless Whisper? That's probably everybody's guilty. Guilty pleasure song. Yeah. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of guilty pleasure songs. Anything by Buster Poindexter, which I guess is just that one song, right? That's the one. You know, it's because I love Scrooge. And he was the cab driver.
Yes, he was. Yes,
Christmas Past, right?
Awesome.
Yeah. But man, a lot of stuff from the Daddy Snow, like Informer. I love that song. I love it. I hate it. I hate it. I love it. I hate it. I love it. Informer. You don't say that. It's about a white guy from the ghettos of Toronto who gets pegged for a murder he didn't commit.
Okay.
It's Canadian white guy reggae.
Wow.
Yeah.
Canadian reggae. Okay. I cannot remember the name of the song, but I think it's track 3 off Guns N' Roses album, and it starts with a terrific.
Is it off of Use Your Illusion 1 or 2?
No,
is it off Spaghetti Incident?
No, it's the
Wing Incident.
The Spaghetti Incident.
Spaghetti Incident.
No, it's off Appetite for Destruction.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's track 3, but I used to listen to it when I was having Rage Fest in college theater. There was a really shit-mongering douchehole who was
tell us how you really feel.
Student technical director who was straight, and our advisor was gay, and he used that to his advantage by leading. Anyway, he got a whole bunch of shit that he shouldn't have gotten, and I would just get pissed off, and I'd go out to the car and I'd just crank this thing up because there's the line, "Why don't you just fuck off?" And I would sing at the top of my lungs, being drowned out by the stereo, so no one would know what I was doing. It just looked like I was singing along, but I'd say his name and I would feel much better. So for me, that's always my guilty pleasure song.
Yeah.
Just because it's cathartic.
And anything by Steve Perry.
Slipknot. They're my guilty pleasure band.
Oh, and Voodoo by
Lords of Acid?
No, the band that was named after that other song. Krampus. My brain's falling out of... Sorry.
I will say my guilty pleasure band is Lords of Acid.
Oh, well, yeah. Fucking Crab Louse and...
Everything.
They're horror bad.
But they got Coop artwork, and that's what
they do have
turned
Coop
me on to
artwork.
it.
Well, that's what turned you on. ... To it.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. Devil Girls. Why can I not remember the band that I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
It's a line from a
Tone
Alice in
Loc?
Chains song?
Rooster?
No, it's not.
Jar of Flies?
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
okay, if you're having a prom, okay, do not play Rooster. Like, that's just not cool.
Who was having a problem that had Rooster playing?
The Espionage Cosmetics grown-ass prom that I went to last night with Aaron.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Did they play that?
Hey, come the Rooster.
Oh, no, yeah, this is a feel-good song of the night. Let me
Yeah.
No, you're having flashbacks to a war in South Central Asia. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No?
No.
Okay.
Then they played Push It, and it was all good again. Push It.
Push it real good.
Thank you, Trappist. Godsmack. Godsmack is the name of the band.
Yes.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
By Godsmack. It was the opening song to that MTV's Fear Forever. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was it's a totally guilty pleasure song.
Wow, this is just huge
The
flashbacks.
lead singer's name is Sully. I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
Stabbing Westward.
Oh. Shooting Westward.
Shooting Westward. Thomas Brophy
Thomas Brophy.
asked a Twitter question at Thomas A. Brophy. Hey guys. I think that was a pretty good hey guys.
That was a pretty good hey guys.
Tom.
Yeah.
If you're working on a play, what is the best worst part of opening night? Also, favorite Harold Ramis film.
Yeah, we had to eventually talk about that more than just what we did.
But that's the
for
whole
the- yeah, I know.
Oscars thing next week.
Yeah. Okay. Best worst part about opening night, just nerves. I guess would be but kind of both. Kind of both the best and the worst. I haven't been in many plays, but when I've been in them, the nerves, because after opening night, you know you can do it. After opening night, you know you can do it in front of people. You know you're good. You know that the tech works. Whatever. Before opening night, it all worked with no one watching. Maybe there's going to be a quantum issue, and all of a sudden, you know, just like if you had Michio Kaku and Neil deGrasse Tyson in the same room. So, yeah.
I would say that doesn't always hold true because when we did Amadeus,
Of course it does.
I did not get through opening night without dropping an entire section. I did not go through the second night without going up on my lines. But Sunday I finally got it. Yes, I would say nerves, although I still get nervous before every show. I still get butterflies. I don't know why. For me, the best part of doing opening nights at Harlequin is A, first pay period.
Yeah.
B, they have champagne after, so a lot of the audience can come and mingle, and I've made some friends down there, one being Tom O'Kelly, who always brings a single malt scotch.
He better. His name's fucking Tom O'Kelly.
Yes. And so that would be the best part. And the worst part is, yeah, you have no idea. You might have had a preview audience, and that was invited friends, and, 10 in the audience going, oh, yay, we loved what you did, because they're all your friends.
Yeah.
But opening night is this going to be any good?
Right.
Do we have a show? Regardless
Is anyone even out there? When that curtain opens, is there anyone in the seats?
Yeah. I mean, you hear mumblings and murmurings, but you don't know what that body count is.
Right.
Ever. So, yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah. Hey, we look a little frozen here.
Harold...
Hope you guys can still see us. So, Harold Ramis films.
Animal House.
Yeah. Starred in, for me, the Ivan Reitman Ghostbusters. Were you there?
Okay. Starred in, yeah.
Starred in and wrote, but he and Dan Aykroyd were the primary writers, too. But Ghostbusters is hands down just... I love it so much. I love Stripes.
Yes. Did he direct Stripes or just write Stripes?
I don't know off the top of my head. Damn. But that was good. I even kind of liked Evolution.
With Duchovny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I thought so.
Yeah.
And it had Wild Bill as the general. Not really, but the same character.
Right.
Or the same actor. Not the same character.
Clancy Brown.
No.
From Monk.
No.
No.
No. Clancy Brown played the Kurgan. Clancy Brown played Mr. Krabs. Clancy Brown played the toughest screw to ever walk a turn at Shawshank. But...
Oh, right. You're
Right.
talking... But it's the guy from Monk that you're
Yes,
talking
yes,
about.
it is the guy from Monk.
Okay. Which is not Clancy Brown.
Which is not Clancy Brown.
No, he's the Kurgan. But I knew that guy's name. Damn it.
Come on.
Better to burn out than fade away. My favorite part. That clothespins in his neck.
Yeah.
Come on, what?
Okay. I'm going to just look, because someone's going to tell us. No, I don't want to. I want to try and get it before someone says it.
What are we trying to get?
The name of the guy who was Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs.
Ted Urimsky.
No. Nah, fuck it.
Yastrzemski.
I don't know why,
Kaczynski.
but my names are kind of look like Ted Kaczynski. I don't know why. I'm not firing right tonight. It's because it's Sunday night.
I have a fighting chance from here on out.
You really do.
To
You
hold
really
my
do.
own.
Anyway.
Some douchebag called Andy Doppler Owlski.
Doppler Owlski. I'll have you know my Twitter picture
Doppler.
is a Doppler radar in the shape of an owl. All right? And before that,
I
it was
was wondering-
Dapper Owlski.
Yes. I
Yeah.
remember Dapper Owlski. That was a cool picture.
Yeah.
I really like that picture. But now that I see, yes, once I clear my glasses off, that it says Doppler Owlski, it totally makes that image make way more sense.
Right.
So I was like, why are you a rainbow? Obscure cartoons or shows did you watch growing up? What obscure?
There you go. You know what, why, or where at the beginning of that one, buddy. Or how. Or who.
How obscure cartoons? No, it doesn't work.
Well, since I asked this when I kind of loaded the deck, so why don't you go first?
Hands down,
Ted Levine. Thank you. Trampus.
Really? Ted Levine?
Ted Levine.
Okay. Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Wasn't a cartoon, but all right.
It says cartoon
Yeah,
or
I know.
shows.
I was just talking about it. I know. I wrote the question.
I'm
not paying attention to it, but I wrote it.
That's the most obscure. I would say Gargoyles after that, but that's not obscure anymore.
No, Gargoyles or something. I watched Clue Club. Clue Club? No?
No.
It was like the store brand Scooby-Doo. Had a couple of like shit talking, like the dogs would talk like this, you see, and they like would. It was like a couple of Basset Hounds, and it was a shitty, horrible Scooby-Doo knockoff.
Why are all Basset Hounds Southern?
I don't know. They look Southern.
Yeah.
They do look Southern. So Clue Club. I did watch the.
I blame Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay, now I want to preface this with the fact that, in fairness, we're back to Ghostbusters, by the way. In fairness, Ghostbusters was ripped off of a 1950s movie called The Ghostbusters. Had the dude from F Troop in it. So they made a cartoon of the 50s movie after Ghostbusters made it big because they had the IP, right?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it. It had a gorilla, which was weird. But a big gorilla, and they'd run around, and it was goofy. But they really were the first Ghostbusters. So when they came back with the Ghostbusters we all know and love as the real Ghostbusters, it was kind of disingenuous. But hey, whatever. But I did watch Ghostbusters. Speed Buggy.
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost before it was a talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Space Ghost when it was
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
And it was a story-driven,
sort of a pulpy serial. And I always loved the Herculoids, but that wasn't really. I mean, was that obscure? I don't know.
Thundercats.
That wasn't obscure. For your age group, it was probably obscure. GoBots. Sorry. Battle of the GoBots. Or Challenge. It was Challenge of the GoBots. Oh. Frank Welker doing Scooter. Oh. Yeah. Fucking.
I saw the original Transformers movie.
Oh, the 80s?
The cartoon.
Yeah, that was great.
In the theater.
Hey, man, any movie where you've got a Weird Al song playing during a fight scene, fine in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
stuff.
said kick butt and shit, and they got a PG-13.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to laugh about this.
Okay, laugh.
Okay,
down.
there's a new movie out that I have not seen any publicity for except on my radio station. They've taken out ads.
Okay.
It's the new Christ movie, Son of God.
Okay.
And it says, apparently Jesus is uber good looking.
Yeah.
And the ladies are feeling a little dirty for thinking that way about Jesus. But what I find extremely hilarious is Universal presents Son of God may not be appropriate for children under 13. And I'm like, I think someone has lost the point of what this is if it is inappropriate for children under 13. The Last Temptation of Christ? Sure, that's an adult movie. Son of God should not be inappropriate for children under 13.
Having sat through a midnight premiere of Passion of the Christ, because remember, it premiered on Easter.
Right, I know.
Oh my God, so many kids in that theater.
Yeah.
Packed with children.
But that was a rated R.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Jesus is kind of twisted.
I know.
All right.
But they're making a movie that's not appropriate for children under 13.
A bunch of centurions nailed me to a cross. What are you expecting, buddy?
That's all the pre-boiled questions.
Well, we've got some more here.
Okay.
So, Paula Moran asks, what is the strangest local festival you've been to or heard of? That's easy. That's the Fremont Bike Ride. And it's not really that strange. It's just a bunch of naked people riding bikes. Which, dude, riding bikes chafes when you're wearing pants.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
What was the question again?
What's the strangest local event? Let me just read it. What's the strangest local festival you've been to or heard of?
Oh, I was thinking con.
I
was going to name that one out loud and then thought better of it. It's not local here to the Washington area.
Sarah asks, any particularly embarrassing moments you've had on stage or camera that still haunt your dreams? Go for it, buddy.
Not that haunt my dreams, but haunt Christian Doyle's dreams.
The smell.
2 of them.
Yeah.
One, funny thing happened on the way to the forum, which Brian brought up earlier.
Indeed.
I was stage managing, and...
Is this the pants thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally pantsed Christian, thinking that, I'm just going to grab his pants. No, he was wearing pants much like these, cotton long pants, underneath his surgical scrub pants. So they were basically the same size and shape and located in the same general vicinity. So when I pulled down one, I got both. Luckily, his tunic was long enough to cover all the tiny bits. I mean,
gotcha.
I don't know if they're tiny. I did not look up. It's caught on tape. I did not look up. Second, embarrassing would be... I totally forgot.
Well, embarrassing. I know the one that haunts Christian's dreams because of the smell.
Oh.
Is the sort of forward-thinking, avant-garde queso film you guys did.
Oh, fromage.
Yeah. Stinky film.
Well, that one, okay. I was thinking of things that I had done when Christian and I first met for A Few Good Men, before we shot Darkness Rising. We went to a friend's hot tub, and a friend's house, and his parents were like, hey, we have a hot tub, why don't you guys get in? And we were all like, well, we didn't bring suits. And they said, oh, that we've laid out a bunch in the bathroom, just go ahead and change. So everybody went in there and changed. I was last, and I walked in. And there was this awesome woman's suit that was sort of a French cut with a little skirt, and it was purple with lime green polka dots everywhere, and the skirt was green. So I put that on.
Right, of course.
And I walked out, and Christian literally came to me the next day and said, I had a dream about you last night. You were wearing that fucking bathing suit, and you were chasing me down the street, running, trying to give me a hug. And he has that dream on occasion. Still, he tells me. So,
I haven't filmed anything I've been super embarrassed of. There is a movie. My first credit is a shitty film called Muffin Man, and it's a huge fat shaming film. The director's heart was in the right place. It was like trying to get other people's hearts from exploding. So I can kind of see that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not very good.
No.
At all.
First ones usually aren't.
No, and I mean, it's the highest paying film I've ever been on.
Nice.
I got paid $900 for one day. As an extra.
I've never made that.
Yeah, well, Microsoft money. But yeah, her husband was a PM.
Softy.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe. So Rochelle has a question, but it's got a spoiler about the Oscars. Do you want to hear it?
I don't.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. You can.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I haven't seen the film, so I can't really talk about it.
Oh, okay. I probably haven't either then.
Yeah.
Or have I?
I don't know.
Okay. Can you tell me what film it is without spoiling anything?
No, not without spoiling it.
Oh wow.
I don't think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then
I like Brokeback Mountain. Yes.
Paula says we went to a maple syrup festival yesterday. They had maple cotton candy, which was surprisingly good.
Oh.
I would be surprised if it wasn't good.
Yeah.
My shock would be if maple cotton
wasn't
candy
good.
wasn't the most amazing thing ever. Put some bacon in there, some pancakes.
The most amazing thing ever with maple syrup?
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla bean ice cream.
Yes. Oh my God.
Put maple
honey
syrup,
too. You
and
can do
it tastes like butterscotch.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I never heard about the put honey on vanilla ice cream before.
mm-mm.
And someone said put honey on vanilla bean ice cream. I was like, okay, I'll try it. You go, oh my God.
yeah, maple syrup same way.
Oh.
Pure maple syrup, not log
Yeah,
cabin.
and really, really good vanilla bean ice cream. Like
Yeah.
Tillamook or better.
Yeah, with little specks of
Specks of vanilla French
Bean.
vanilla bun.
Vanilla.
Man,
Dude, get that.
I'll give you $4 for them vanilla wafers.
Speaking of which,
Oh, okay. Tim Tams.
we haven't done this in a while.
We haven't. They're probably really old.
Still good.
They're still good? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
They're still good. They're still awesome. Breaking my rule.
I still haven't done the.
Tea thing? Well, you got one left.
I do.
No,
I have to make tea though.
you do.
Oh, that's what I needed.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all I got. You good?
Thank you.
All right. Neil
No more
deGrasse.
question?
There's no more questions. There's just someone. Sarah is emphatically saying Thundar the Barbarian, and I agree. It's a good show. It's my favorite show that opened with a moon split in half. Oh, how can I forget Turbo Teen? Turbo Teen was awesome.
I don't know. How could you?
Galaxy High? Galaxy High was great. I forgot both of those. And I've done Photoshops for both of them that were really cool. Because I made, like if you were making movies today,
Mm-hmm.
for Turbo Teen I would cast Shia LaBeouf. I would.
Okay.
Well, maybe not now, not knowing what he does after, but I would have
I don't know.
cast-
What is it? I missed the news.
Just he kind of went crazy, but he might have gone just PR crazy. So
Oh, sure.
I don't know. He gave a really awesome interview for Nymphomaniac. Like, just great. I really liked hearing it because he was so down to earth about acting and kind of
Is Nymphomaniac a movie, a condition,
Movie.
a magazine? Okay.
a movie about a condition featured in a magazine.
Okay.
But yeah, it was very good.
Cool.
The interview, and so I figured him as Turbo Teen, that would be awesome. And then in Galaxy High, the kid with multiple arms, I'm thinking, well, no, never mind. I take it all back because he lost all that weight. Jonah Hill couldn't play him anymore because he was kind of a pudgy kid with like a bunch of arms. But
He could if he wanted to do
That's true,
De
he could.
Niro up.
He could just put on a
Or
fat suit or a
Christian
fake
Bale
dick.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mark Wahlberg style.
Trampus got it. Trampus got it. You think they should make iPhones for babies? Because I do. Bad lip reading for Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say it, young man. All right, Neil deGrasse Tyson,
If you're listening,
and you're not, but that's
No.
okay. Please come on our show.
please.
Please.
We won't have you and
Would you like to
Mikachu
swing on
at
a
the same
star?
time.
Mikachu. Michio Kaku.
Michio Kaku. I'm sorry.
Moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are. Or would you rather be a pig?
A pig ruts around in the dirt and the muck.
Mm-hmm.
Who really doesn't give a little fuck? I can make lyrics up whenever I want because my brain is a font. No,
What?
I don't know. Hudson Hawk. I meant the font.
Yeah, I know. I got the Hudson Hawk reference.
Well, yeah, you started the Hudson Hawk reference.
Well, it's a song before Hudson Hawk. It
No.
could be from Out of This World.
No.
It could be from Out of This
It could
World.
be, but it's not.
No, because I said pig.
Yes. And Dan, it's an amazing movie. Such an underrated movie.
We're talking about different movies.
Hudson Hawk?
No, I'm sorry. I was talking about... Now I'm stuck on Out of This World.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show.
Okay.
Burt Reynolds was this girl's alien father, lived in a box. She could stop time by putting her... No? This is the thing. It
Burt
happened.
Reynolds lived in her box?
His voice did.
He was her voice box.
Oh, boy. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed now.
Yeah. Paula, we'll get to your last question that we missed. Any new projects we're working on? Lunch is going to be out shortly. Todd. Brian. Everyone.
Nobody else is watching.
Yeah. We have a bunch of stuff in post that for other companies that we need to kind of work on. We have some stuff we can't announce. Sorry. Doing a little bit more work on glass cannons, actually. Mm-hmm. And then I do have a couple of shorts that I want to film that I actually need to talk to you about tonight. Brian, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, we do have some stuff. And hopefully we'll actually film it.
Hey, that would be novel.
Yeah. Well, we need to go down to Castle Rock.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
No, really, goodbye.
I've got to go.